What's good, y'all? Episode 10 was entitled Power Struggle from Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black, and it all absolutely went down. What's good? It's your girl, Ticket Deshawn, right here at All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts. Before I dive in, I want to invite you guys to join me on Tuesday as we discuss the Oval. I want to invite you to join me on Wednesday as we discuss on the Ruthless Roundtable Tyler Perry's Ruthless, as well as on Thursday with the Ruthless Conversation with my girl, EJ, the TV Junkie. Now, let's get into Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black at the Rain Hotel, because I call it the Rain Hotel because all the strippers stay there. But anyway, the police are there and they are questioning everyone about what happened. Well, of course, Jules is there, and Officer Traxon says that one guy over there saw what happened. So they go and they get that guy, and he comes back over to Jules and tells him exactly what happened. He says that he saw Kimmy basically run over Body. And Lord, we are so happy that Body is gone. But this young man has got himself in a world of trouble because now they're going to take him and use him as the person that unalived Norman's wife. So back at the house, y'all, we're going to see where Olivia is in mourning already. She don't really know that her son is already alive. We found that out on the last episode, but he has yet to come to the house to let everyone know that he did not die. He's alive, and his car was stolen. So, so at this point, Horace as well as Olivia are trying to figure out where the heck is Norman, because they know that this is done, or this was done by the hands of Norman, because all episode 1 through 8, Norman came back and was saying, y'all killed my wife and I'm going to kill y'all. So who else will he take out? The children. And yes, it was his attempt. He did attempt to shoot up Charles's car as well as set that thing on fire. However, thankfully, Charles was not in the car. So again, everybody's looking for Norman. He's not going to come here. It's not going to come here. And lo and behold, y'all, Norman pulls up, because Norman ain't no joke. Norman is no joke. I don't know who's older, him or Horace, but at the end of the day, these two brothers are not playing. They are just like their daddy. So, from my understanding, like I said, y'all, Norma walks in the crib and it goes down because Olivia is not playing. She is ready to snatch him by the bizzles and take him out, take him to the king, send him to the upper room, send him to whatever room he can get to. But then he says, first he tries to deny it, but then he says, yes, I did it. Yes, I did it. It was me that tried to basically take out your son. He ain't really that scared, y'all. And actually I see Norman is no punk. That's all I can say. But at the end of the day, then we finally get to see where Charles has finally moseyed on along over to the house with Varner. And they go in and everybody's like, oh my God, I'm so excited that you're not dead. of course, of course, everybody is, they love him, but they hate him. They hate to love him. They love to hate him. At the end of the day, everybody was like, okay, well, at least nobody is dead. At least at this point, nobody is dead. But the person that unalived Norman's wife is standing right there. It was Mallory. Y'all know Mallory did that. If y'all can remember from the first part of season 1, Mallory was the one that ran over this man's wife. But Jules comes in with this guy and he proceeds to tell this story as to how he was the one. They took this vehicle. They were going to go rob the house. They end up running over somebody. They don't know who it was, but they end up running over somebody. And Norman is like, oh, hell no. I'm about to take this sucker out. And he wants to take him out right then and there. But Jules is like, nah, let me handle it. Let me handle it. I got it. I got it. You just go ahead and go home. Now, Norman ain't nobody to be played with. But he does let him know, listen, I'm trying to help you keep your hands clean. But then, of course, Mallory, I call her the crypt keeper, y'all, because she was just evil. She comes out and she says, good job, Jules. Good job. Good job, Jules. Good job. Good play. Good play. I'm just like so over Mallory at this point, y'all. But then she tells him to go home. Now, we're going to find out later on, Jules got a whole other life. But anyway, our girl Kimmy has made her way to her mama's trailer home because she wants to know what her mother did to fail her sister. She is in the car with Angel right now, and Angel's like, Kimmy, where are we? We're like 2 hours away from Chicago. And so, again, we find out that they are at Kimmy's mother's home, her trailer home. It don't matter. It's a home, it's a home. But anyway, They make their way. She makes her way into the house, and she proceeds to swing on the stepdaddy. Yes, this is Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black, but she proceeds to swing on the stepdaddy because, of course, he's popping off. Mama won't tell her where her sister is. She's big mad, and I don't blame her. I would be upset as well. Like, what did you do with my little sister? She's only 15, 16 years old, and you have sold her. You sold her for a car, and of course, stepdaddy stands up. No, I bought that car. I bought that car. Kim says, you don't even have a job, so how could you even buy a car? And so he begins to, approach her or try to, snatch her up, and she grabs a frying pan and swings at him. But then, of course, unfortunately, he gets the best of her and starts kicking her. And like Kimmy ribs should be like punched in by now, but you know, anyway, she's been going through it. That's all I can say. But thankfully, Angel walks in with the blicky, and he says to him, step back or I'm gonna shoot. And of course, Kimmy's like, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Now, thankfully, Kimmy didn't have that gun because she would have another body on her hands. So they proceed to leave the house. Kimmy, like I said, Kimmy is upset, and this very well understood. But we're gonna see Varner, who makes his way over to Horace's home because Horace wants to have a conversation with him. He tells him to go out to the, by the pool. We're gonna eat breakfast, and then we're gonna have a conversation. But of course, Horace is waiting for the judge, and the judge has dealings with Norman. So he wants to know what kind of plans do you and Norman have? What type of dealings do y'all have? And he says, I only deal with the cases, only deal with the cases. In other words, locking people up who don't really deserve to be who has no justification of being locked up. So Norman Horace tells him, open that box up and pull that out. So he pulls out a cigar at first, and Horace is like, no, not that, the red one. Now this is a whole stick of dynamite that Horace wants this man to put in his mouth. And then Horace makes his way around the desk and stands next to him and lights his cigar. And he lets him know, if you don't give me the answers that I want, I will blow your ass up. And so he's shaking, 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 trying to tell everything, saying that he was he was laundering money through the club and some other things and prostitution, just basically telling everything because he don't want to die. But then Horace pulls a Nino Brown on him and stabs him in the hand with, I don't know if that was a letter opener, but he pokes him in the hand, and it's really good. It's giving me Nino Brown, just like I said, y'all. But at the end of the day, yeah, the judge had no choice but to tell Laura Horace was about to send him up to the upper room. That's all I can say. What would y'all do? Would you tell in that situation, or would you hold it? Who are you more afraid of, Horace or Norman? So anyway, we're back at Delinda's home, and yes, she has been sent to the lower room because she definitely was a dang on devil. But Calvin comes in and he sees, oh yeah, she's gone. Delinda's dead. That's why she hasn't been answering her phone. And so he's on the phone with Jules, and he's letting him know, yeah, she's definitely dead. And of course, he's trying to get information about where Kimmy is, but Kimmy is out of sight, out of mind right now because at the end of the day, she is trying to, she's trying to hide. But of course, he's saying, Jules is saying, get that B Kimmy to me, find that B Kimmy. He's just so disrespectful. But y'all, when y'all find out what type of lifestyle he lives, Jules really lives, y'all gonna be like, dang, not Jules. So anyway, Horace tells Varner, I wish you were like my son, but bruh, he's more like your son than you know, because he gay just like the son Charles. You would be probably trying to send that man to the king if you knew what his sexual preference was. But anyway, he was trying to find out. He tells him to find out if there are any loopholes in the will, see if there's anything that I can do. And of course, he tells him, hey, you still young, vibrant looking. You could find you a wife, and that's the only way, through the will. That's the only way. More shares could be split if you find your wife. So Horace is like, basically, I ain't even got that kind of time, but I hear you. Just find some loopholes, see what you can do, comb through it, see what you can do. This crazy because Norman is, because Varner is literally playing both sides. I don't know if he's a family attorney, but he's literally playing both sides between Horace as well as with Norman. So anyway, we see our girl Kimmy, and she tired, y'all. She just want to go somewhere to go sleep. She trying to go to the hotel. He's like, no, we don't need to go to the hotel. It's probably police over there. They're probably looking for you at the hotel. And so Angel says, well, why don't we go to the hospital and see our girl Rain? So she's like, okay, just take me to the hotel. So they make their way, or let's go to the hospital so we can see our girl Rain. And she says, yes, okay, just take me to the hospital. But poor Kimmy, she's just literally going through it all. And Kimmy talks to Rain. Rain looks her in the face and she's like, girl, you got to calm down. I don't care about calming down right now. I want my sister. And at the end of the day, that's what it's really all about. It's definitely a power struggle. Kimberly has no real power at this moment. She wants her sister. So anyway, we're gonna see Mallory as well as her husband Roy, and they're having a conversation. He swears she been cheating. Yes, she been cheating, but not with who you think she been cheating with. That's the funny part. Then he says, well, I should just throw myself out the window. We also find out in that conversation that Roy was suicidal. He tried to kill himself multiple times as a young buck. So anyway, he pulls up on Calvin. It's like, are you effing my woman? Yeah, you the one that she smells like. Yeah, you effing her. And then Calvin pulls the, nah, I want you, and he pushes him out of the way. Y'all, that moment was hilariously crazy. But then we see Kimmy back at the hospital, and she's getting ready to have a conversation with Angel. Angel, have you seen my sister? Have you seen my sister? Literally, the whole conversation. I want my sister. Like this, this truly reminds me of Barry from Tyler Perry's Ruthless, where Barry was trying to find his daughter. I want my daughter. I want my daughter. I want my daughter. So anyway, I love it though. At the end of the day, I love it. I love it. I love it. She's trying to find her sister, and that's what it's really all about. That's what it's all about. She's going above and beyond, doing whatever she has to do to find her sister. If that means catching a body, if that means catching two bodies, if that means catching three bodies, she's gonna do what she has to do. So y'all say y'all prayers for Kimmy, because she's about to face a few more challenges, and y'all just have to say like then for the next episode. But just say like that, Kimmy got some stuff going on, and I feel bad for her. But then she gets this phone call from Roy, and Roy tells her, "Be at the hotel, be in the bed when I get there. Answer my phone on the first phone call." Just this is where he want to be. But Kim is like, "Okay, yes, daddy," playing the role because her plan is to go there and get some information. Where is my sister? We're gonna find out whether or not Roy is involved in this whole situation about Kimmy's sister getting snatched up as well. We don't quite know what he's, whether or not he's involved in that, but we're definitely going to find out. And of course, Rain is asking Kimmy, "Who you talking to? Who you talking to?" And of course, she plays it off, but she really don't play it off. She says he wants me to meet him at the hotel. So she does what she does. She does what Kimmy does, and she is going to make her way to the hotel because she's trying to get answers. At the end of the day, she is just trying to get answers. She's trying to find out where her sister is, y'all. And that is the end of the episode. What are y'all thinking about Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black so far? It's given 10 out of 10 out of 10. Matter of fact, it came in on the top 10 of the Netflix films or shows for the weekend. So, y'all, I hope you guys are enjoying Beauty in Black. Drop your commentary below. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black. And yes, definitely for sure, without a doubt, there is going to be a new season. So y'all stay locked in. Beauty in Black is on its way back, okay? All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Stay ruthless.